Yeah! Yeah! Dude, Aquaman is so cool. So I decided that other video I made wasn't sufficient, and I want to do an actual full, real trailer review analysis discussion thingy. Alright, now, is Aquaman metal, or is Aquaman metal?
Arthur Curry, the Aquaman. It's on him.
I love that guitar. I'm telling you, Jason Momoa was a phenomenal casting choice, and I can't believe that's the same people who chose Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. DC is all over the place. They have, like, super good casting decisions that no one believed in that, like, turned out to be amazing. It's like, I never would have thought of that, like Ben Affleck. And then they have stupidly awful casting decisions like Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor and a model who's never acted before in her entire life. People are saying they don't like the tone, you know, the come together. I mean, obviously come together isn't going to be in the movie. This is a song for a trailer. That's okay. What's weird is that this seems more like a final trailer than a teaser trailer, and it's only March. The movie comes out in November, so you know we're gonna get like 10 more trailers. I think the guitar totally works for Aquaman, but I think Batman should still have his, you know, his choir and his drums. In the Aquaman movie, I want to see them use Amon Amarth songs, and I realize that's Norse mythology, so that works more with Thor. But I just want to see a slow-mo of Aquaman like going through water and like killing people left and right, and it's all like I love that song. From what I've seen so far, I am loving Aquaman. I think Jason Momoa is going to steal the entire movie. But regardless of how good Justice League is, how well it does, and how it's received, I think after the movie comes out, you're going to start seeing a lot of people walking around in Aquaman merchandise. I'm going to be one of them. They made Aquaman badass, so you got to give them credit for that. I'm not quite as on board with everybody else, though. Cyborg is giving me the most pause right now. One, because the CGI on his suit looks terrible. It looks bad, and everyone is like, don't worry, they'll finish in time. It's like, can somebody please give me one example of where the trailer CGI was bad and they actually cleaned it up and finished it for the movie? That doesn't happen. But it's not just the CGI, it's Cyborg as a character. I mean, he's only got one line, it's "you should probably move." And if you only get one line and it fails, what's the impression people are going to take away from that? I gotta say, the trailer on the whole is way too quippy for me. Everybody's got little one-liners, and the music will pause, and then they'll say their one-liner, then there'll be a little room to laugh, and then the music will kick back in, and I'm like, that didn't work. I'm worried that DC is overcompensating from the lack of humor and fun in Batman v Superman. Everybody get it through your thick heads. That was not the problem. Stop misdiagnosing Batman v Superman. If you give somebody who has AIDS cancer treatment, you're just gonna make it worse. What I don't understand is why they chose Cyborg at all. You know, the original Justice League 7 that I know from the cartoon anyways, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Hawkgirl, Martian Manhunter, and Green Lantern. I know Green Lantern's coming later, so if you don't want him in the movie, that's fine. Start with the 6. And they swapped out Hawkgirl for Aquaman, which I'm totally okay with, because Hawkgirl sucks. But Martian Manhunter is one of the best members of the team. Where's Martian Manhunter? I don't see Cyborg as a Justice League member. I see him as a Teen Titan. Also gonna be reviewing Teen Titans, the Judas Contract movie, coming out soon. Look out for that. So far, I'm just not liking Cyborg. Flash, I'm more 50-50 on, because when he's out of the costume, when Batman throws the batarang at him, his hair looks awful. Flash was always a blonde, wasn't he? I feel like Flash needs to be blonde, but he's got like a black crook. It looks like he cut it himself, and he's got a really weird looking chin that's like an octagon, like a stop sign, like warning all the women, like, stop when you see this, and it's like, ugh. He looks bad, and a couple of his jokes didn't land either in the trailer. The more jokes you throw in the trailer that don't land, the more shitty and cringy people start to go. But in costume, Flash looks great, and the best joke in the trailer was that, it was like, what are your superpowers again? He's like, I'm rich. So that was Batman's good quip, and that works. Just focus on that more. Focus on Flash, like, calling out other characters and being charismatic rather than him being lame and introverted and needing friends. That's not funny, that's just sad. I'm also worried in the movie, people are drawing obvious parallels to Avengers, but what's bringing my mind forward more is Quicksilver, because we already have a really, really well done super speed character, and it was so good that the other Quicksilver just died. Especially since Quicksilver is so fast, he just kind of like teleports and he's around the room and everything else just stops time. whereas Flash has all these crazy CGI lightning effects. I don't know about that. Batman, we're okay with. We know Ben Affleck is a great Batman. We know he's a great Bruce Wayne. That look, just in the thumbnail for the original teaser before the actual trailer came out, he's got a beard and he's got gray in his hair, and it's kind of just how his hair like that's just a great picture right there. If they play their cards right, Ben Affleck could become the Hugh Jackman Wolverine for Batman. He could become the definitive Batman. Even if the movies he's in aren't always amazing, you know, Hugh Jackman did just fine in some crappy movies. Everybody's all like, bring back Christian Bale, bring back Christian Bale. I'm like, really? But in the trailer, Ben Affleck is clearly being given some lines that just totally don't work. When he's like, my turn. And I'm like, eh. When Aquaman's like, just like a bat, I dig it. That was a good line. And then he's like, maybe temporary. I'm like, eh. There are too many jokes that aren't landing, and it's kind of ruining the tone of the trailer. Now, who I do love from just that one line and his sick, sweet-ass mustache is J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon. He was a great pick, and he's going to be great. All of the old white men chosen for the Batman, you know, Alfred as Jeremy Irons and J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon, all the casting around Batman's side of the universe has been perfect so far. There's a shot of this huge army battle. That's gonna be amazing. Zack Snyder is channeling his inner 300 again. You can't see it in the trailer all that well, but the new Batsuit from Batman's poster with the silver symbol on a black background looks fantastic. That feels very New 52 to me. They didn't show Superman, and I think that's one of the most important things. Everybody's acting like, oh, we know he's alive, so it wouldn't be a spoiler if he showed him. It's like, yeah, we know he's alive, but we still don't want to see how he comes back. Save that for the movie. Just because you know something's going to happen in the movie doesn't give you free reign to show it in the trailer. Worst case scenario, they're Luke Skywalkering him and he's not even in the movie. But it seems so far like they've learned after the whole Doomsday thing and are not showing. All they showed is glimpse of action, some jokes here and there, couple glimpses of this. We still don't have any plot other than Army invades, Justice League gets together, fights Army. And it's possible that's all the plot that's in the movie, but something else that I think is really important is to not know the order in which you get your action scenes. If you just show a bunch of flashes of different shots, that's fine, as long as there's no story attached to them, so that when they do come up in the movie, you're surprised and you're not expecting them before they happen. There is a lot of CGI for sure, and it's not just the fact that there's a lot of CGI, it's that some of it looks bad. I mean, obviously, yeah, it's a superhero movie, and you have an army of people that's gonna end up being CGI. I think the army itself looks fine. What I have a problem with is these buildings in this shot look like they're in frickin' Toy Story. This is an entirely green screen shot. It looks fake as hell. I mean, the way the frame and the color set up, like you have glare from the headlights on the Batmobile. I mean, it's still cool, but it doesn't look real. But alright, that was cool. Yeah! 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 Aquaman riding the Batmobile. Yes, please. There's a shot in the little teaser before the actual trailer of Batman just on a gargoyle, and it looks amazing. Does it look stylized? See, here's the difference between stylized and fake. It's like, that looks like a comic book brought to screen. It looks like it's artificially lit to look, you know, black and white. It's the other thing a lot of people were saying when the trailer first went up. Everyone's like, oh, you know why people like Marvel movies? Because they're not all filmed at midnight. Oh, that was funny. That is like iconic Batman right there. But I gotta say, from the first few Batman v Superman trailers, I think those had a lot more iconic and gorgeous looking frames than I'm noticing here. And again, hopefully it's because they're saving it for the movie. But you know, the shot of metal Batman with his eyes glowing in the rain and him walking in the desert with the goggles and the plumes of fire that nobody can deny, that movie did not look incredible. So I'm very excited, but I'm simultaneously skeptical and worried. I'm anxious. Oh man, November is a long way away. Oh jeez, it's gonna be a rough wait. Especially since we opened the year with frickin' Logan, so it's gonna be kinda hard to top that. Still looks better than Spider-Man Homecoming.
What if somebody had died?
I was just trying to be like you.
I wanted you to be better. I'm gonna need the suit back.
But I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it.
Says the guy who's nothing without his suit. It is a great line, though.